Michael Hellickson here with Club Wealth, and today we're talking about how to transition from being the Lone Ranger to building your own world-class team. So the question I have for you is, what's your DPH, or dollars per hour? DPH, or dollars per hour, is perhaps the most important key performance indicator in your business because it indicates how efficiently and effectively you're using your time, and it allows you to make more money while working less. So we want to get your dollars per hour up as high as we possibly can. The easiest way to do that is by building your world-class team. Now, this sounds more difficult than it is. It's actually fairly simple, and I'm going to show you how right now. When you're the rainmaker of your team and it's just you, you're the Lone Ranger, it's you and your lender. You're going to be hiring a lender or developing a relationship with a lender at some point to help you with your buyer transactions, but you're working with buyers, you're working with sellers, you're doing your administrative work, you're doing it all. It's all up to you. One of my greatest coaches ever told me one day, he says, Michael, if you don't have an assistant, you are one. And that was some of the best advice I'd ever received. So what did I do? I went out and I hired an assistant right away. And it was the best thing I ever did for my business. So she was my executive assistant, my transaction coordinator, my listing coordinator, all of those things all rolled into one position. And let me tell you, she helped me not only double, but quadrupled my business the first year she came to work for me. So once you've got that executive assistant, it's time to bring on another lender. Why? Because you never want one pig at the trough. If you want your pigs to get fatter faster and you want more production out of them, put them at the same trough and get them to compete for the food. So as quickly as possible after you've hired your executive assistant, you want to bring on that lender, that second lender. Now, once I've done that, I'm ready for a buyer's agent. Buyer's agents are awesome. This is a great income stream for you. They're going to go out. They're little money makers for you, especially if you treat them right, take good care of them, and make it possible for them to just go out, put transactions together, bring them back, hand them off to your administrative staff, and they're done with it. You and they will make a ton of money. In fact, a good buyer's agent will do, about 2 transactions a month. A pretty good buyer's agent will do 3 or 4 transactions a month, and a rock star buyer's agent like Lindsay and Tryon on my team, they'll do 7 to 10 transactions each and every month, and you're getting a piece of each and every one of those transactions. How awesome is that? So how do I know how many buyer's agents to have on my team? Well, here's the rule of thumb. You want to have 1 buyer's agent for every 50 leads per month that you're bringing in. So each buyer's agent's going to get 50, 60 tops, but really right around 50 leads per month, which you can accomplish very easily from sign calls alone from around 12 listings. Now, if you're implementing other technology, some of the online resources, if you're bringing in leads from other locations, you can even do it with less than 12 listings per buyer's agent and still have them knocking it out of the park. All right, so after I bring on 1 buyer's agent, very quickly thereafter, I want to bring on my second buyer's agent. In fact, I would suggest that if you're ready to bring on 1 buyer's agent, go out and hire 2 or 3 right away. Why? Because somebody's going to fall through. Somebody's not going to work out. You're going to want to replace them. They're going to want to move on. So make sure that you bring on more than 1 buyer's agent at a time. And again, now you've got more than 1 pig at the trough, right? Everybody gets fatter faster. That's good. All right. And then again, as soon as I grow, as soon as my lead volume can handle it, I want to bring on that 3rd buyer's agent. And once I do that, I'm probably ready for a listing coordinator, marketing coordinator. And that may be the same person that was my executive assistant, and the new person is now going to be my executive assistant, or vice versa. You'll figure out which job title works best for which one. Then I'm going to hire an ISA, or an inside sales agent. As I get to that point in my business, it's probably time to bring on another lender. So now I've got 3 lenders on my team. And oh, by the way, what's the rule of thumb on lenders? Essentially, I want to have 1 lender for every 3 to 4 buyer's agents. 1 lender for every 3 to 4 buyer's agents will keep everybody happy, and it'll keep the lenders nicely fed. It'll keep my buyer's agents nicely taken care of, and their clients taken care of, and so on. So showing assistant is next. At this point in my business, I'm probably ready to hire somebody to help offset some of the showings that my buyer's agents are doing, so that they can focus on building relationships and writing up transactions and negotiating. Then I'm going to probably bring on another buyer's agent, maybe even another one. That next one, that 4th or 5th buyer's agent I bring on, is probably going to function as my lead buyer's agent, and they're going to do a lot of the management functions for my buyer's agent team for me, so I don't have to. Then I'm going to be bringing on an administrative team lead. Now that team lead for my administrative team might be my executive assistant, and probably is. but may not be. I may have hired another step up in caliber at this point, and that person may end up becoming the team lead. But essentially now I've got my team, my administrative team, to a point where there's a team leader and people working for that person that don't have to come to me with all of their issues. They can go to that team leader. And then you're going to continue to hire buyer's agents. You're probably getting to that point now where you're going to bring on a listing specialist or two. So you're going to bring them on. You're going to have more administrative support, and you're just going to keep growing your team from there, all the while making sure you're hiring the right number of buyer's agents and bringing on the right number of lenders to support your team as well. Let me give you a picture real quick of just kind of how my team grew and how big it got. And it almost, I want to say it almost happened overnight. I actually literally went from less than 15 employees to over 44 team members in 10 months. So that's where we grew. We grew to about 44 team members, 750 listings, 6,352 sign calls per month. That's just sign calls. That's not counting all the other buyer leads we had coming in. And by the way, I could have easily added another 20 or more buyer's agents to my team and been able to keep them busy. I just never got to it. I never got that far. I never had the time to get there. I was working at that time. I was working about 12 days per month, and I'll tell you, I had one fantastic life. I would love to help you have a great life as well. I'd love to help you make more money in less time, get your dollars per hour up, get your life enjoyment, your quality of life up. And let me tell you, there's something I can do right now that I'm going to offer you right now that won't cost you anything, that will absolutely set you on the right path. I want you to go to clubwealth.com/strategy session, and I want you to sign up there to have a one-on-one call with either myself or one of the coaches at Club Wealth. And what we're going to do is we're going to find out where you are in your business, where you're trying to go, and we're going to give you on that call, you're going to leave that call with a blueprint for exactly how you get from where you are today to where you want to go, and we're going to make it as easy as we possibly can. And in the process, you'll be building your world-class team. I'm Michael Hellickson with Club Wealth. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and remember, you are world-class.